Hello, my friend. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day to you. My name is Michael Ojuela, and on today's episode of Daily Mind Shift, I want us to talk about habits. And I just want to shift our mind in a little way so that we understand habits better, so that we be able to understand our habits in a new light, okay? So that we'll be able to understand our habits in a new light. See, that habit is not your problem. It is your practice. Listen again. That particular habit is not your problem. It is your practice. The two key words that I want you to notice is practice and problem. When you approach an habit, maybe for example, you've been trying to reduce your alcohol intake or to quit smoking totally. You want to quit smoking totally. You see or realize that it's not good for your health and you really want to quit. You're done. And it's the bad habit that you're trying to quit. So the moment you see that habit as a problem, the way you approach a problem is to think it is insurmountable. Most times you look at it from a difficulty point of view. Okay, you look at it from a difficulty point of view, and I'm not saying that problem, that particular habit is not difficult. I'm not saying the habit is not difficult. I'm saying that the moment you see that habit as action practice over time, then you know that you have hope. Then you know that it is breakable, because exactly that is what habit is. And a habit is actions practice over time. Habit is action practice over time. So when you know that habit is not your problem, that smoking is not your problem, it's a practice. That drinking is not your problem, it's a practice. That gossiping is not your problem, it's a practice. That oversleeping is not your problem, it's a practice that has led to many problems. Then you will understand better how to deal with it. Because the moment you know that these are steps, these are action, these are practice that I do every day, that has become that now they are appearing to be the one controlling my life, then you will know that it is breakable. Then you will know that, okay, since these are actions, these habits are practices, if I refuse to act this way, if I refuse to practice this way, then it's only a matter of time before I build momentum and I break the habit. That is the mindset that I want you to use to approach that particular habit that you are trying to break, that particular habit that particular character that you are trying to improve upon. I want you to approach it not from a problem angle. The result of those habits gives you problem. The habit itself is not a problem. The habit is a practice, is a consistent practice. That particular habit is a consistent practice. It's not a problem. The consistent practice led to many problems. Okay, maybe health problem, spiritual problem, physical problem, failures, blah, blah, blah. No matter what the habit led to, you need to know that that habit is not a problem. The habit is responding to your brain's conditioning. The habit is responding to your brain's conditioning. So it's important for us now to recondition your brain by telling your brain that, okay, I know that this is what I used to do. These are the practices I used to take that has led to this particular problem. Now I want to change one practice at a time. One practice at a time. Do you understand? So in the last 4 minutes, that's exactly what I want you to think about. Do not approach any of your habits from a problem standpoint, from the consequence standpoint. I want you to approach it from the foundation standpoint, because habits are practices. Habits are consistent practice that you've done over time. So be honest with yourself. Now see, this particular habit is not laying the good foundation for the future I want to build. It's not giving me the type of optimal health that I am looking for. It's not improving my spirituality the way I want. So be honest with yourself. figure out the why. Many of us engage in habit because we are triggered by some things. Sometimes maybe you are finding it hard to sleep. That is when you watch TV and you watch it for another 7 hours. Maybe when you are bored, the moment you feel boredom, immediately that's when you go and light a cigarette and start smoking. You need to find out the why. You need to find out why you started what now became a very bad habit that you are finding difficult to break. After finding out the why, you go to the next step of setting the goals and creating a plan. And like I said before, if for example you smoke 3 times in a day, don't just start smoking 1 time in a day. You will relapse. You will relapse. You can be successful for a week, 2 weeks, 3 months or so, but you will relapse. Start by just tell yourself, break it into small chunks. I do smoke 3 times in a day, but for this week, I will smoke only 2 times. I'll smoke only 2 times. All right? And now stick to that plan. Your brain will still get the binge of your smoking, but now you've reduced, because your brain doesn't really know about the quantity. It just know about the chemical released when you are smoking. So you've reduced the 3 sticks to 2. Do that consistently for a week, for 2 weeks. Then the 3rd week, reduce the 2 to 1. That is the way to break it. Reduce the 2 to 1 and do that again for another 2 or 3 or 4 weeks. Then reduce the 1 to half. Just take a drag and throw away. That is after that would be after 8 or 12 weeks now. Just now the 1, you are not quitting the 1 now and said, okay, I'm done. No, you are reducing the 1 to half. You are just doing a drag or 2 and throw it away. Do a drag or 2 and throw it. Before you know it, by the 12th, 16th week, you will stop. Try it. All right. And also you can tell a friend about your goals, because many times the friends we have around us sometimes influence and encourage those bad habits. All right. So maybe you'll have to change 1 or 2 friends, or how you hang out, or when you hang out. But you should tell them your goal, and if they are truly your friend, tell them, see, I want to break this habit. I don't want to smoke the way I smoked before. It's affecting my health. It's affecting my cognitive ability. I'm not thinking clearly anymore. I don't want to smoke the way I smoke. Can you help me? This is the goal for this week. I want to smoke only 2. The moment you see me reaching for the 3rd, remind me. Cut me off, something like that. If they are truly your friend, they will help you. And give yourself some time, all right? Give yourself grace. Sometimes you will relapse. All right, forgive yourself for that and try again. This is your life and it is forever thing. So forgive yourself and try again. Finally, don't give up on yourself. All right, you are trying to break an habit. You are trying to create a new life. Do not give up on yourself. Thank you for listening to me. That habit is not your problem. It's just a practice. Break the practice and you will break the habit. Thank you. And I will talk to you in the next episode. Bye.